Well, guys, believe it or not, the best game this week, I don't care what people say, was the Saints and Titans.
What happened to 49ers Bears?
That was fun too. But, the rookie showdown like that, I'll take that.
Well, I mean, it was meaningless like half the games were this week, so I'll take it.
Christ is born.
Glorify him. Welcome to Dynamite Duo Sports, the podcast where we break down the NFL's top storylines with the facts, including the fact that the best team in the NFC South might actually be the one that is ranked last place, which, by the way, is the Saints. I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Antonio.
And today, we're going to be recapping what was NFL Week 17. And let's just say, there were a lot of games that were just like, And a few games that were like, ooh. So...
Hughes and two. Well, the Eagles-Bills exciting, but anyways.
Yeah, that's why I said few. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. You got the Cowboys and the Commanders. The first day, Christmas Day game, which was a snooze fest. Cowboys take down the Commanders 30-23. And yeah, Dak didn't have a great game, but since it's the Commanders secondary, you still got 300 passing yards. And then our defense is still garbage. So that's basically all you need to know from that game. And it doesn't even matter. Any thoughts, concerns about that?
Oh, I just think you guys are just a hopeless team. That's all.
Okay, cool. All right. Then we had upset on Christmas Day. 23-10. Vikings defeat the Lions, eliminating the Lions from playoff contention. And they would have had a shot in the last week of the season with how the results of Week 17 played out to make the playoffs still. But too bad. So sad. Then the Broncos take down the Chiefs 20-13 in a game that should not have been this close. It's like Broncos, you literally let Chris, whatever his name is.
It might have been Josh Johnson. I don't know. Some Johnson.
No, Josh Johnson was the Commanders quarterback. The Chiefs quarterback was like Chris Okuwanu, something like that. I don't know. You let him get a touchdown pass in this game? It's like...
He even talks like Mahomes if you watch his interview.
Yeah, and then also he kind of looked like Mahomes a little bit. He dropped the ball and then threw it. And I was like, maybe you guys have your quarterback still. I don't know. So, yeah. Then you had the Texans take down the Chargers 2016 in a game that was weird, to say the least.
Chargers could have won it. Blocked field goal or missed field goal, missed extra point.
Yeah, like, what happened to Cameron Dicker? Like, the kick, his key.
The bookies wanted Texans to win.
Whatever. Anyway, then you had shocker, honestly. Ravens take down the Packers 41-24.
It's not shocking, and here's why. Because they did what they were supposed to. They ran the ball to Derrick Henry 36 times.
That's the shocking part.
I'm saying the fact that it didn't shock me they won because of how they played. It's shocking that they chose to do it, but that's because Lamar's not playing. And honestly,
honestly, that's a better strategy then.
Better strategy
then.
Lamar. Because the game next week's gonna matter a lot. So.
Yep. So yeah,
Malik Willis is a starting quarterback though. Someone should try and pick him up, in my opinion.
Yeah, he did get hurt in this game, so we'll see what the Packers do next week. Since
they clinched the 7th seed, might as well just rest all your starters. Don't even risk getting
There's
injured.
no way of moving up.
Just don't even bother. So, yeah. Rest.
All right. Then we had the Dolphins take down the Buccaneers 20-17, setting up actually a really crazy scenario for the Buccaneers in Week 18. So here's how it works. We're recording this before the Rams play the Falcons on Monday Night Football. If the Falcons somehow win the rest of their games and the Buccaneers beat the Panthers will still get into the playoffs based off a tiebreaker that they have, or 3-1 against both the Buccaneers and Falcons, and because they all beat 8-9, which that is just disgusting.
Yeah, so basically the only way Buccaneers can make it is they have to hope Falcons lose Monday night or next week. Yep. So if that's the scenario, it doesn't even matter what happens to the Panthers next week if that happens. So we'll see.
Yep.
All right. Quinn Ewers, solid game. But then again, Buccaneers defense has been garbage.
Yep.
Buccaneers, if you don't fire Todd Bowles, you're stupid.
I imagine.
And I will not root for you ever. I will not root for Buccaneers again until Todd Bowles is gone.
Yeah, that's true. I only root for Baker Mayfield. It's New Jersey, by the way. Then you had the Patriots destroy the Jets 42-10 in a game where Drake May had an NFL record. He had 90%. He was the first quarterback to have a 90% completion percentage, 250 plus passing yards, and 5 passing touchdowns in a game. Impressive.
He should be MVP as of right now.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be I think it's going to be very close.
I think it's going to be very close, but realistically, with less weapons and all that, I just think Drake May it's called most valuable. And without Drake May, the Patriots would be absolute garbage. Same with the Rams, though. The Rams, you could make the argument that they could still be a playoff team without Stafford if they got another solid quarterback. If you put a different quarterback.
Yeah.
You can make that argument. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm saying Drake May is the most valuable.
Would I be upset if Matthew Stafford won it? No, I like Matthew Stafford.
But I think Drake May does deserve it.
Yeah. I would, at this point, I would vote Drake May despite
I was about to say, who'd you vote if you could vote?
For,
if I could vote, I'd vote Drake May. So.
But also, another record that could be set next week, the Jets. They could be the first team to never record an interception in the regular season.
They're playing Bills, so.
And the Bills, honestly, will be playing their backup. So you have a shot. Mitch Trubisky time. You got a shot to get that record, I guess. Maybe the Bills should just run the football with whoever their backup running back is. And also, well, actually, we'll get to that. We'll get to more of that in predictions. Then you had...
If Bills are the 7th seed, which is most likely going to happen, would they be playing the Broncos or Patriots, basically?
Yep.
Oh, Broncos, please lose the Chargers. Please.
Oh.
I want Patriots to get the number 1 seed.
You want the Broncos to play the Bills.
Yes. Again.
I'm just saying, these playoffs are going to be insane when we get there.
Oh, absolutely.
Then you had the Browns take down,
that was PI.
13-6 Browns.
For some reason, the NFL doesn't like Aaron Rodgers because of his beliefs, and that's just ridiculous. Like, literally, there's never a single game where Aaron Rodgers gets... And it's always against them. The refs are always against them.
Yep. So, yeah. There was obvious PI. It's textbook PI. You don't look back for the ball. You're basically tackling the guy when he's going up to get the ball.
Are these the same refs on the Patriots-Ravens game last week? Because they also... That was a PI.
Yeah, I do. I should look that up. But, so Browns get away with one. Myles Garrett has still not gotten his sack to break the sack record.
Because this is the 16th game, if he gets a sack next week, it doesn't count. It doesn't count in my book because the person who broke that record played 16 games. So if you do in 17 games, I don't think it counts, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering what the heck is going on with that. So anyway, moving on. Then we had the Jaguars take down the Colts 23-17. Just to update on Phillip Rivers. He had a mid kind of game, honestly. Yeah. So he had threw 1 pick, 1 touchdown, 147 yards, and like 30-something pass attempts. Yeah. So it's not that great.
It's just, I mean, he already said he's not coming back next year, but, it just kind of bums me out that he didn't have a shot at the playoffs because they just kept losing.
Yeah, but at least he showed what real quarterback play looks like.
Yeah, real quarterback play, and shows how bad quarterback development has become in the NFL. That's what this showed.
Yes. So then we got the Saints taking down the Titans in a game that was honestly very, very entertaining if we were able to watch it. You had Saints win 34-26. Titans were leading most of this game, actually. Saints ended up making a comeback in the game to win it.
Yep.
But both the quarterbacks, very, very promising for these teams.
It was just so entertaining to watch. And that one pass by Cam Ward on that drive where they tried to tie the game, but they didn't. That was just crazy. I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's Mahomes-style play.
Well, actually, you know what? Mahomes is Ward-esque. Cam Ward's not Mahomes-esque.
I am genuinely excited for the Titans next year to see how they do.
If they get the right head coach.
And
fix the offensive line.
Yes. So I'm saying if they do the right things.
And get better wide receivers.
Well, I mean, if Cam Ward's throwing the ball without crazy wide receivers. He has the guy from Miami that he played with.
Yeah, but you want somebody that can dominate.
You do, but I'm saying that I would prioritize the offensive line before a wide receiver.
Maybe you should tank next year and get Jeremiah Love.
No,
not Jeremiah Smith. Excuse me, Ohio State wide receiver.
No.
Anyway,
I mean, I'll take Jeremiah Love as a running back though. I'll take it.
I think any team that's not seriously considering Jeremiah Love with
their
first pick is a fool. Unless you're the Raiders who need a quarterback. Then
you already got
you had the Seahawks take down the Panthers 27-10. This was a game where the Panthers made mistakes, and those mistakes led to touchdowns. by the Seahawks.
Yes, and that's the thing I realized about Panthers. If they make mistakes, they lose. If they don't make mistakes, they win.
But
what's the but?
Every other week, every other game, bad, good game, bad game, good game, bad game. Next week, they're going to have a good game.
Yeah. Okay.
But which means they're just going to lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Which would suck because I really would love them to like kick somebody out that I don't want. Wait, who would they play though as of right now? Like
right now, if they won, it'd be the Rams
or Seahawks, probably,
Seahawks or 49ers. One of those three teams. They're going to play. They would much rather play the Seahawks again.
I would rather they play the Seahawks again because I think this time they would actually beat them, and I think the Seahawks would actually be scared to play them again.
Yeah, because but I don't think the Seahawks can get the number 5 seed though.
All I'm saying,
it'd probably be Rams or 49ers.
No, they could get number 5 seed because if the Rams win out tonight, next week, and 49ers beat the Seahawks,
the Seahawks would be the 6 seed.
Yes, but okay, but if the Rams lose one of the games, so they'd be the 5 seed.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, it's just probably the Panthers are just wacky. So, all right, and then you have Bengals beating the Cardinals 37-14. Whatever. I feel so bad for Joe Burrow, and honestly, if I'm Joe Burrow, I am looking to go somewhere else next year. Vikings.
Get to the Vikings.
But then again, Vikings need to fix their O-line.
They have a great defense, though.
Yes. So I think Joe Burrow going to the Vikings would.
Although there are rumors that
insane.
I don't know how they would be able to do this, but there's a rumor the Cowboys are going to try to get Brian Flores as their DC. From like Mike Florio or something.
Brian Flores, I'm not going to Cowboys.
No, I wouldn't leave either. But
if I'm Vikings, I am trying so hard to get Joe Burrow and to keep Brian Flores. One thing I've learned, the really good defensive coordinators should just stay as defensive coordinators. Robin Saleh is a perfect example of that.
What's his name for the
Matt Patricia?
Spagnuolo for the Chiefs.
Spagnuolo, yeah. So it's like for me, it's like don't just stick to what you're good at and just I just don't think defense coordinators make very good head coaches. It's very rare when they are.
Yeah.
All right. So next you had Giants beating Raiders 34-10. Again, whatever. I predicted the Giants would beat them because Jackson Dart just wants to win.
And the Raiders basically put all their best players on IR.
Right. So that game was just as expected. Nothing much to say.
And now the Raiders are going to have the number 1 pick. No ifs, ands, or buts about it,
I think, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way they can.
And then next game. Woo, boy. Eagles winning 13-12. Insane game in the end.
So many problems with that 2-point conversion. I know you disagree.
But he was open, and it's just he didn't throw it to him.
It's not a matter of if it worked or not. Even if it worked, I would have said it was still stupid to go for it. Now, the only reason that you would go for it is Josh Allen doesn't look like he's healthy, and you just wanted to get out. He
hurt his ankle. That's what happened in the game.
If you're just trying to get out of there and not play another drive, have another drive, risk injuring your quarterback further.
That's probably
I understand that. But if for any other reason, it was a stupid decision because here's why: Eagles' offense second half literally had negative total yards when you include sacks.
But the problem is that they're also worried they would block the kick.
Yeah, but I would.
I have a feeling the Eagles would have blocked it again.
They made field goals in this game. They didn't.
I don't hate the idea that they did it. Not to mention because Josh Allen's ankle was hurting, so they kind of wanted to get off the field. So.
Okay, well if that was the reason, then yes, I'm fine. But I'm sure that's not.
That was part of it. That was part of it.
Maybe it was.
Then Sunday night. Yes.
Thank you for a great
game. 49ers win 42-38. And man, that last play, we all were standing up right at the screen, standing there. Caleb Williams running around, and he's got time, but he's kind of getting pressured. He threw the ball. If he had thrown a little farther, that would have been caught.
Yeah, a little higher.
Would have been caught. But man, it was crazy.
That was a
Brock
great
Purdy
game.
is playing at an elite level right now.
Yep.
He is finding players, running the routes. He's making passes in the center field, which are always risky, but he takes risk, and he does end up throwing a pick or two in games, but it doesn't matter because they keep scoring, they keep winning. So he's a quarterback, likes to take risk, and 70% of the time it pays out well. And I like that. And he's also run the ball too. So all the question about Mac Jones, I think, is officially gone. Like I think Brock Purdy, without a doubt, is their starting quarterback. Mac Jones should try and look somewhere else to go. Same with Malik Willis. And then the Bears. Even losing this game, it's still don't be upset about it. This game showed that you are contenders in the actual playoffs this year. Like you're not just a team that's your record. The record is how good you are. So I think you should be pretty confident going to the playoffs because there's really no team that I think is scary enough that I would think the Bears would lose to. I think the Bears have a shot against every team.
Now, here's the question for the Bears. Do you risk dropping to the 3 seed to rest players or not? I feel like you shouldn't.
I wouldn't, because then you got to play like Seahawks.
Yeah, exactly. You would rather play a battered Packers team, 100%. So you better win next week against the Lions, because the Eagles are playing the Commanders.
No, hold on. Actually, Seahawks would be the 6th seed, actually. So if you're the 2nd seed.
No, the 2nd seed plays 7 seed. The number 7 seed plays the number 2 seed.
Oh, that's right. It's the bye week. Yeah, so you play the beat up Packers. Yeah, I would definitely do that if I was the Bears. So you want to keep the number 2 seed then?
Yes, because the Eagles have an easy-ish game if Josh Johnson's still playing against the Commanders. So they're probably going to win unless they fall back into their funk mode. But I don't know if that's going to happen against the Commanders.
Yeah, if I'm the Bears, I am trying to win next week. And I think they know that. I think Ben Johnson's very aware of that.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
But that was our recap. Week 17 of the NFL season. Now, let's go ahead and get into a new segment where I'm going to ask the questions. He's going to give me an answer. It's called
what?
Who Do You Trust More?
Not the Cowboys.
Playoff edition. So
not the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's playoff edition. So
not the Chargers. Right now.
I actually have one with the Chargers, but we'll figure it out. All right. So we're going to start with, so here's how it's going to go. I'm going to name 2 teams, or a combination of 2 teams, I guess. And he's going to tell me who he trusts more in the playoffs this year.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay.
So, first question. This is actually a pretty popular one. Who do you trust more? Patriots or Bills? Bills.
Well, after this week, I would say Patriots.
Well, you got... Okay, so...
But...
How about overall, who do you actually trust? Not just based off one game.
I don't know. I'm going to say Patriots right now.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Particular reason just because they lost to the Bills. People were concerned it's just going to crush them. And then Drake May's just been going off ever since then. He's just gone insane mode. Like Drake May saying, hey, I'm still here. So, and with Vrabel's head coach, I just think they're just more consistent than the Bills. So that's why I say Patriots. Consistency.
Okay. All right. Then let's go ahead and do this one.
As much as it hurts me to say.
All right. Let's compare the Patriots to the Broncos.
Patriots.
Okay.
Broncos almost lost to a backup Chiefs team. No. And they got crushed by the Jaguars. No.
All right.
Not Broncos.
All
Absolutely
right.
not.
Now let's change up a little bit.
Okay.
Who do you trust more? The Jaguars or the Bills? That's actually a tougher one, right?
I will say Bills only because the Jaguars almost lost to the Colts after having an insane game against the Broncos defense.
Honestly, I feel like this was a little bit of a letdown game where they put all their energy into last week, and then this week they were kind of like, it's the Colts.
Yeah, it's just the Jaguars definitely could beat the Bills, but as of right now, I will say Bills though, just because of experience.
Okay, now let's call this the stinker edition of the AFC. Who do you trust more, Texans or Chargers?
Texans, just because of this past week. So like their defense. I mean, if Justin Herbert's offensive line was healthy, I would definitely say Chargers. But because they're not, I knew when their offensive line was so banged up, I couldn't trust them. So Texans, unfortunately. As much as I love Jim Harbaugh and Chargers.
Okay, so the team that you would trust the most is probably the Patriots.
As of right now, I'd probably say yes.
Okay.
So,
all right, now let's go NFC. This first one.
This will be more interesting.
Yeah, it is a little more interesting. Who do you trust more, the Rams or 49ers?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to say 49ers because they're on a win streak and they are just playing insane. And
what about that defense, though?
And their defense does enough sometimes, and sometimes they don't. It depends. They're on and off. I don't know. But the way how the 49ers offense is playing, though, and remember,
True.
George Kittle wasn't playing last night, and so so for me, I was like, this is gonna be a good test of Brock Purdy because he always connects with them, and he just connected with every wide receiver on the team.
Now the first play of the game was not. We were like,
but then he just responded. That's what a quarterback. That's what Caleb Williams done against the Steelers. He had like that fumble towards the very beginning of the game against Steelers. It's like, are they going to collapse? Nope. He responded well. That's what Brock Purdy did. That's what Caleb Williams did. And so so I would say as of right now, I am going to say 49ers because they are on a hot streak right now, and they're scary. If their team was healthy, I would probably say they are they would be the one team that would be scary to play, and they still are.
Yeah.
So,
all right, now let's go with a watered down version of these two teams. Who do you trust more, the Seahawks or the Eagles?
neither.
Well, you got to pick one.
The thing about me with the Seahawks is they're really confusing. They will like Colts game was way too close for comfort. The Rams game, there was a lot of stuff that happened in that game. So, like, it could have gone a whole nother different scenario. This past week against Panthers, they kept it way too close, and the only reason why they won is because Panthers made mistakes. So I'm gonna, but then Eagles also are like a mistake.
Negative yardage in the second half for the Eagles
I
this
would
past week.
Probably say Seahawks with zero confidence, but I would also, if I picked Eagles, I would also say Eagles with zero confidence. So I would say Seahawks. I give them the edge, but I have zero confidence in either of them.
I honestly hope the Rams win out. And then if the 49ers beat the Seahawks.
So Seahawks play Eagles?
Then Seahawks play Eagles. Then you get the ugliest play.
I do kind of want to see that. I kind of do.
I kind of want to see it too. But I would much rather if the Seahawks were able to beat the Niners. And then the Niners can take on the Eagles for me.
Yeah.
That would be much, much nicer. Okay. Now, here's an interesting one. This is more. I'm going to test you on this. Bears or Rams?
Okay. If Devontae Adams will be back in the playoffs, and so I would probably say Rams. Though I wouldn't be upset if someone said Bears, but I would probably say Rams. Just because their offense and their defense is solid. So I would probably say Rams. I think Rams would beat the Bears if they played them. I think they would. And as long as Devontae Adams, because whenever Devontae Adams is on the field, their offense is just unstoppable. When Devontae Adams hurt, they still play well on offense. So I just think Devontae Adams coming back healthy, they play during playoffs. Who would I trust? I would say Rams.
Okay. And now
without Devontae Adams, it would be a little more interesting.
Okay, now here's the stinker version. Okay. Who do you trust more? The winner of Panthers Buccaneers or the Packers?
Winner of the Panthers Buccaneers game, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
The
Packers are way too injured right now. I would trust whoever won that game. So, yeah, actually.
Even if Jordan Love was playing?
Even if Jordan Love was playing. Probably. Honestly.
Okay. Honestly, that's going to be very interesting, if the Panthers or... Here's the Panthers are so weird.
The Panthers are weird. The Buccaneers are upsetting. I blame Todd Bowles for the most part.
Collapsing.
They're collapsing.
And also...
And the Packers are collapsing not because they're bad, but because they're so hurt. So, two different kinds of collapsing happening. So...
Yeah.
Because Buccaneers got
losing to the
back.
Bears has a weird effect on you. Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess. The new Kirk Cousins curse.
Yeah. But, then, the thing about the Panthers, though, is they could be anybody in the playoffs.
No, that's the thing. They could be anybody. The question is which Panther team shows up. The one that doesn't make mistakes and is spot on, or the team that makes mistakes and they lose. Because when you watch the Panthers, especially their defense, they hold the other teams. The problem is that the offense will turn the ball over in their territory, and then they just give up.
Yeah.
When that happens.
Yeah.
So that's what happens.
Yes. J.C. Horn is not the problem.
J.C. Horn's not the problem.
J.C. Horn. You know who you are.
No. J.C. Horn is your best player on your team. Honestly, when you think about it.
We should clip this part to make sure he sees it.
Nah. Nah.
Anyway. So, yeah. That's who Tony trusts more. Overall, he trusts the Patriots and then 49ers, I guess, right now. Is your number one team?
Yeah.
By a slight margin?
By slight margin.
Okay, and then I guess Rams are 2, Bears 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that. Because, again, the Seahawks...
And then are Packers in last, or is there...
Yes, I think Packers would be last.
Or is it the Eagles?
I don't know. Tied,
okay.
Tied.
All right. So, yep, that's who Tony trusts in the playoffs. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think the Patriots are the most trustworthy team?
Do you think the Bears are an actual Super Bowl contender team?
Let us know in the comments below.
The Pope.
Yes, the Pope has blessed his team, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe the bookies like the Pope for some reason.
Maybe.
Yeah. You can Be sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We gained 2 subscribers last week. That's awesome, honestly. That's way better than we've been doing. Yeah, we're going to be releasing another video this week. Then we're going to have a couple shorts. We're going to release all our top 10s in short form for now, because it seems to be doing well. So
also, so we don't just bicker at each other, which wastes half of people's time watching our videos.
Yeah, so for your sake and our sake, we will do it that way. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can also see all our shorts on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Giuseppe.
I'm Antonio.
And this has been a Dynamite, a Duo Sports.
We are almost there.
Almost there.
Playoffs.
And it's going to be an epic playoffs.
See ya.
You missed the camera.
I wasn't trying to hit the camera.
I'm going lefty. See, oh, you hit my arm.
No, I didn't. Not till after. Watch the video. Watch the slow motion. I didn't hit him till after he threw it.
It might have been. But, of course, I'm not a lefty, so who cares?
Bye.
Bye.